for the serious gamer.
What's up, Next Gen Tactics? How is everybody doing? Got a little game here for you of Domination. I'm playing as Valor and we are defending. Got a couple Domination videos for you guys that are on attack. I figure I'll give you a little look at how I defend in Domination and what the best way I think to defend for Domination is. And right off the bat here, you guys are going to see me die a lot in this video, because Mag is not about your kill-to-death ratio or about your score. It's about the team, the objectives, and the win, ultimately. So that's what one lesson I want you guys to take away from this video. And you see me get in the turret. I saw that nobody was in it, and I knew that the enemy was pushing us on this side here. So I jumped in it to one, resupply, and to two, to kind of defend against these enemies that were pushing here. But you see here, they got pretty close, so I'm much better served to jump out of the turret and try to keep them off of the bunker than I am to sit in the turret just to get a couple more kills. And as you can see, they took out the bunker. And as you can see right there, I'm the squad leader in this video. I fraggoed the bunker, and I also fraggoed it right off the bat in the beginning of the game, because one thing that a lot of squad leaders don't know, a lot of just kind of players don't know about Mag, is that the burn-off towers, the primary objectives that you have to defend, those are automatically fraggoed. If your squad leader designates a fraggo, and for those of you that don't know, fraggo is the order. It's called fragmentary order. It's basically your squad leader assigns an order, and that's your fraggo. So when I fraggo the bunker right in the beginning, you'll get double the points for being in the fraggo area. So you'll get double the XP if you're at the bunker. But in the burn-off towers are automatically fraggoed right from the beginning. But if you fraggo something else and you're still at the burn-off towers, you will also get the fraggo points for being at the burn-off towers. So that's good. So what you want to do is you just want to fraggo the bunker right off the bat, or tell your squad leader to if they're not, because they should be. Because your bunker is pretty much what you want to defend primarily right there next to the burn-off towers. That's probably priority. I would say priority 1 is the bunker, just because that's your spawn point. I mean, they can take out the burn-off towers, they can take out the cooling towers, they can unlock your lettered objectives. But if you still have your whole front lines up of your bunkers and your anti-air, then they're not going to be able to get through to your letters. So that's it's important to do, is to keep the bunker fraggoed and make sure that the bunkers are always up. And as you can see, our bunkers went down very, very quickly in this game. So from that point on, once your front line goes down, you really don't want to repair the bunkers. If your bunkers like the left or the right side, or any bunker, if your bunker goes down but the rest of your front lines are up, then absolutely you want to get out there and try to repair it. But if your bunker goes down, and then the next bunker goes down, and then the AAA goes down, and then the other bunkers go down, all within a couple minutes of each other, and they unlock your letters right off the bat like that, basically, I really would not suggest trying to get the bunkers repaired at that point. It's just, here's why. Because you're much better served just trying to keep them off of the letters. If they hold your letters, they'll win. It's the bottom line. All it takes is for them to hold 2 letters, and if they hold 2 letters for majority of the game, they'll do a very significant amount of damage, and it would not be pretty for you guys. So you really want to keep them off the letters. You just concentrate your whole team on the letters, and don't worry about repairing the bunkers. Because what good is a forward spawn going to do if they're pressing the crap out of your letters in the back? They're parachuting in, or their helicopters are spawning them forward towards your letters. And your bunkers, and I can't tell you how many times I've been in a game of Domination where our bunkers go down, we're at the letters, and all of a sudden I'm waiting to respawn, and my respawn, because your respawn prioritizes to the bunker, so you will respawn automatically at the bunker if it goes up. I can't tell you how many times I have been in the respawn and all of a sudden been spawned at the bunker because some idiot repaired it. So what good am I to my team? I'm all the way at the front, my front lines, because there's one bunker repaired. I'm spawning out there where the enemy is already at an advantage, where they can all they got to do is turn around when they parachute in, and 2-3 guys are going to outnumber you, take out the bunker already. No problem. The bunker is just going to go right back down. So the only way now, although there is a kind of an exception to this repair rule. A couple exceptions actually. If you really enjoy repairing things and you really just have to be repairing, then the gates are priority 1. Repair the gates around the letters. That's priority 1. Priority 2 is the mortar battery. You want to keep your mortar battery up at all times, because that allows your squad leader, your platoon leader to drop various mortar strikes and gas attacks and precision strikes on the enemy, and that's extremely helpful. You can take out vehicles quickly that way, take out, drop it on their parachute zone, and it wipes them out. So that's priority 2. And then if you really if you just have to repair, you suck at shooting, you suck at being a medic, and all you want to do is repair, then if you're really good at sneaking out, ninja your way out there to the front lines, you can repair the AAA. That is one thing you actually do want to repair. And here's why. The AAA, if that goes down, then their helicopters can no longer spawn in, nor can their parachuters. So that can be just a thorn in the side of the enemy. That can be extremely irritating if they're constantly having to take out the AAA again in order to gain that forward spawn. Now what that'll do is that will just basically slow down their forward spawn. So it'll give your front line, or not your front lines, your defenders at the letters, it will give them it'll take the pressure off them, so they're not going to be fighting off as many enemies at a time. They're not going to be fighting off as the pushes that the enemy's making isn't going to be as hard, because they're not going to have the forward parachuter spawn or the forward helicopter spawn. So repair the AAA, that's okay to do, but not the bunkers. Now there are very few cases where I have been on really effective. What am I trying to say? Really good teams that have been really effectively making use of the communication. The squad leaders are constantly back and forth between squad chat and the regular own, or squad chat and platoon chat, where the leaders can coordinate with each other and the platoon leader. Now there are a few times when that's happening, and then you can make an organized push to the front lines and repair the whole front lines at the same time, and make one big push to push the enemy back to their back spawns, their original spawns. That can be really effective if, and only if, you have a team that's organized and capable of making a push like that. But probably 8 out of 10 times you're in a game of domination, the team just doesn't have that level of communication going on. There's a lot of random players, a lot of mic-less players, and that's fine. It's really simple to hold the letters if you're playing in a group like that. If they're communicating, not communicating the best, if they're just just wanting to shoot enemies, it's real simple to hold the letters that way, as long as you have a couple squads that know what they're doing, and you do simple things like keeping the mortar battery repaired, keeping the gates repaired, keeping the annoyance of the AAA repaired every time they take it back out, and just overall defending the letters. Another thing is that you want to keep an eye on their. You don't see it all too much in this game. It seems like most of the enemy is parachuting in rather than going their APCs, because two out of the 4 attacking squads will have an APC spawn, and a lot of times on maps, or on parts of the map where the parachuters, that are parachute sides, they will ignore their APC spawns and just go straight for the parachute, which is helpful because you don't have those vehicles getting real close, and because the APCs are their forward spawns. Less so on the parts of the domination maps where the helicopters come in. You'll see more APCs on those sides, just because the helicopters aren't always ideal spawns. They're not as close as players would like, and they're just they can be taken out pretty easily too. So on those parts of the maps, you'll see more use of the APCs for forward spawns. But basically, yeah, guys. I mean, all I can tell you to take away from this video is really if the front line falls, it's really not a problem tactically to hold the back of the map versus making sure your front lines are always up. If your front lines fall and you're struggling to keep them up, then just don't worry about them. Hold the back of the map. It can be much better tactically to hold the back of the map and just focus on the letters. And the same, you can take the same lesson into acquisition too. I mean, if your front line falls in acquisition, especially if you're defending on Valor's map, Elk Bay, you know how hard it can be sometimes to defend on that map. So if your front lines go down, then all you got to do is focus on keeping the front gates up, because if you keep the front gates up in acquisition, they got nowhere to put their vehicles. So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Don't mind all the deaths that I've taken. I get killed quite a few times. But again, it's not about KDR. As you can see, we kept them off the letters, and we won. And, you know, I hung out in the front, right in the front of the map there, holding the gates, doing my best. So that's it, guys. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You never know what to expect from me there. I do a lot of mag. I do some Modern Warfare 2. I do some Blacklight Tango Down. I just got a gaming PC set up, so who knows? I'll probably be doing some PC games, too, coming up. So there he is, guys. Thanks a lot, and later.